Yep.
Ready? Good evening, hockey fans. Sean Hennessy joining you from the Canton Ice House with my partner, Mark Hoover. And you're joining us for a Norwood versus Canton Division II South MIAA playoff hockey game. And Mark, we're at the, I'm going to call the scene of the crime. We're probably one of the best hockey calls of all time. Last year, this same Norwood team won a thrilling overtime game against Scituate, a game that you called, a game that Jake Russo scored a very exciting overtime goal. And Mark, there's really nothing better than in this playoff hockey, this format of one and done. It's exciting, it's nerve-wracking, it's tough for the coaches. I think it's tougher for the parents and the coaches than it actually is for the kids. I said, and tonight what we have is we have two teams in Norwood and Westwood that are getting much more familiar with one another as they're both in the Tri-Valley League now. They played twice this year. Norwood winning both by a goal, 3-2 and 1-0. And I think, you don't know what's going to happen tonight, Mark.
You know, Sean, they talk about the frenzy of March Madness. You know, I'll take February Madness almost any time with that. I love high school hockey, and especially the high school hockey playoffs. You know, you are so correct when you talk about the atmosphere. Just even trying to get in here tonight between the student sections and whatnot, this is just such a great atmosphere. I love this time of year. But yeah, you are looking at a great matchup. You know, this again the third time these two squads have met. Both games earlier this year decided by just one goal. Matter of fact, it was interesting. We did the JV game the other night between Norwood and Westwood, and it was a 3-2 win by Norwood. So that game was also a one goal. So I think tonight is going to be a great matchup. It should be good and tight hockey, two talented squads. And like you said, it's just one and done. And these kids are just, probably enough for the warm-ups. Let's get the game started, I think.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. We'll be back to you momentarily with the opening face-off.
Living Local is a new program coming to Norwood Community Media that highlights businesses and events here in Norwood. Everything you need to know about eating local, shopping local, exercising local, or even creating local, you'll find it right here on NCM's newest program, Living Local. You'll get an inside look into what makes each business unique. Only on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
All right, so we're about ready to drop the puck here, Mark. And Norwood's going to be starting with the line of Russo, Marchant, and Mateer. I believe they've been playing together recently, the last part of the season. I know coaches jungled the lines up a little bit like most coaches do, but that's our starting lineup for the Mustangs tonight.
Yeah, those three guys there, Jake and Anthony both were just recently this year named Tri-Valley League All-Stars, which is kind of certainly a nice honor for those guys. But that line has really started to play well. Jake got the only goal last time these two teams met, so watch for this line, to really kind of try to light it up. Your leading goal scorers here, so good offensive line for these guys.
Yeah, the one thing the Mustangs have had this year, Mark, they've had some pretty balanced scoring across the score sheet. A bunch of players with 7-8 goals, which you love to see. You don't like to see those teams that have the two guys with the 25 goals each. So the Mustangs got some pretty balance right across the score sheet. We're going to see a second and third line that's got some goal scorers on it too.
Exactly. Yep.
So
well balanced.
George Tolman with the puck behind the net here for the Mustangs, cycling around to Anthony Marchant. Marchant coming up the left side. He's going to be content to dump it in. He's going for a line change, but Jake Russo follows the puck down deep. Mateer on the puck as well. He's going for a line change. And we got Nick Spadorsha on the ice for Norwood on the forecheck as Westwood breaks the puck out. We'll catch up with the Westwood names as we go along, Mark. And you and I have done a bunch of these games. We always seem to call the same names of the other team once you get going here.
Exactly. And having looked at these guys play a couple times this year, a couple names that you do want to keep your eye out for. Defensively, number 16, Nikita Manikin. Very fast skater, very strong full defenseman who's not afraid to get up into the play.
Oh, Harry Gover. Sorry, Mark, to interrupt. Harry Gover with a quick shot chance there.
And a couple other juniors also kind of keep an eye out for is Fahy, number 7, is quite a little player, as well as Horsfall, number 22. All juniors, so they have some young players here in terms of non-seniors on this Westwood team. So
yep, that's puck sent all the way down the ice there, I think mistakenly by Michael Catalano. So yes, matter of fact, Mark, last year these two teams had very good games last year as well. I believe Westwood beat us by a goal and we tied them. But both very competitive hockey games. Westwood was a good, heavy team last year, so not surprised that they're kind of reloading with some juniors, as you mentioned.
Yeah, and also, on the squad too, the big name to kind of keep an eye out for is Ben Goodrich, the senior captain goalie. Large guy, big guy, takes up a lot of the net. When he's on his game, he is tough to beat. So.
It's Miles Kidd going down low from Norwood. Don Finesi in front of the net with a chance for Max Sharkey broken up. Norwood's third line here getting a little bit of a nice forecheck. And here comes Westwood breaking out on a little 3-on-2. Dumped the puck in. Bartuka sends it over into the corner. Nice job by Jack Lydon to try to separate the puck over there. Miles Kidd helping down low. Bartuka left kind of a juicy rebound out there, but a nice job by Kidd, Mark, on the block.
That was great.
There.
Yep, sacrificing the body right there, and is able to block that shot. Those kind of things you don't see, Sean, on the score sheet all that often, but that's just a very nice little play there. Kind of knock that shot down.
Well, the Westwood team had a couple good opportunities there, so I'm sure coach is talking to that line, letting them know that if they want some more ice time tonight, they're going to have to tighten it up a little bit defensively.
We talked also, Sean, before this game started. One of the obviously the big keys here is getting that first goal, and Westwood is certainly kind of put on the accelerator early here, and to see what they can kind of do to keep up that pressure.
Here comes Mateer in a little 2-on-1. He shoots. Oh, and a nice save by Goodrich.
Yeah, right there in his breadbasket. That was he really didn't give him much of an angle. Nice quick little rush there on Mateer's part, able to kind of get around.
Yeah, he had Russo coming down the slot there too. It would have been nice to see a little bit of a lower shot kicked out to the front there, but Goodrich again took away a decent part of the net, and the Westwood defender did a nice job of defending that 2-on-1 mark. Russo on the forecheck. Marchand front scores!
Oh, bang!
There you go.
Quick little turnover, and boy, he did not miss that.
No, right off the face-off there, Jake Russo went and dug that puck out. He found Anthony Marchand all alone, and like you said, Anthony did not waste a second there, Mark.
There's nothing Goodrich can do on that, and here we are. We're talking about the importance of getting that first one, and that's a big, big goal. And it'll be interesting to see how Westwood reacts to that, but that is just a huge way to start for these Mustangs.
Well,
great start.
The thing you like to see there too, Mark, is Anthony's a 4-year starter on this team and senior captain, so it's nice to see that leadership coming from Anthony with that first goal. That's what you love to see when you're a coach.
Well, it was interesting too because speaking to Coach Allen before the season started, I was asking him what he kind of saw as in terms of what he was looking for this year, and one of the things that he did say is that he really needed Anthony to step up this year, to kind of, he was great with the assists last year, but he wanted him to put more pucks in the back of the net, and this year Ansis certainly answered that call and that challenge.
Yep, it's good for him. So off to a good start here. So with 11:38 left in the first, Norwood's got a 1-0 lead, but Westwood's threatening here, and they've had a couple good chances here in front of the net. Ledger breaks out the puck. He's got Harry Gover, who just throws a little pass there, who's trying to find Lydon coming down the middle. Couldn't quite find him, but the right idea by Harry. Westwood's going to break out here. Ledger's going to take the puck and send it in smartly. Westwood resets in their own zone. Gover on the forecheck. Number 2 for Westwood. That's that's Nolte breaking it out. And Bartuka's going to be content to take a puck stoppage there, and we got a break in the action.
Yeah, that's a good idea on Brendan's part there. Get yourself set. You've got a couple guys bearing down on you. No need to kind of play it or try to knock it to the side. Take the face off. Everyone can regroup with the appropriate line that you need, and go from there.
Mark, I don't know if there's a play that's too conservative in these kind of games.
Yeah.
If you're the goaltender, there's any doubt, just tie the puck
Exactly. Well, especially like you said here, if you can capitalize on mistakes made, they can really come back and bite you. So you want to obviously minimize your mistakes, and you don't need to take any unnecessary chances.
That's Brendan Allen with the puck. He lost it there. We have Jack Lydon retrieving it for Norwood. Kind of loses an edge there. George Tolman picks it up. Got a little bit of time to regroup here for the Mustangs. Tolman comes around his net. He kind of turns it over there too. A lot of turnovers in here, Mark. They got to clean it up inside the dots or inside their own zone. Way too many of these plays here tonight.
And you mentioned it. Here's another example of that.
This is the second time that line's been on the ice with just way too many turnovers. They got to tighten it up, Mark.
Yep. Yeah, and it's something like that. A Westwood team can pounce on those types of turnovers and make life very difficult for Bartuca. So.
Behind the net for Norwood, that's Russo again, just winding around and taking a shot. Michael Catalano keeping it in for Norwood. Mateer for Norwood down to Anthony Marchant. That is up in front of Mateer.
Good look.
Mark, what we saw in the Dedham game that we broadcasted a few weeks ago was, both teams have their top players, but I really thought that the Norwood first line, especially Marchant and Russo, were the two best players on the ice that game, and they pretty much had good zone time every time they were on the ice, and I think we're kind of seeing that trend right here that this should really be a game that those two can really take over along with Mateer.
Yeah, that is, like you said, that's your top line. So that's the kind of play that you would expect from them. And again, what has been nice is they have delivered on those expectations, almost throughout the course of this whole year.
Catalano's going to dump the puck back in. It's being retrieved by McKinnon for Westwood, and that's number 22 for Westwood. Horschel dumping the puck in. Oh, a little wraparound opportunity. I don't know if Bartuca knows where that puck is.
Yeah. They tried that again, the wraparound last week, the last time that these two squads played, and they almost buried a couple of them. Bartuca was able to get across on both occasions last game, but this team is not afraid to just kind of work it quickly behind the net and get it right out front.
Westwood's got some good zone time here with their top line. That's Jacobs in the corner for Westwood fighting for the puck. Westwood came out with it, but Catalano has it. Nice pass up the middle here.
That was sharp.
See if Norwood does a dump and change. Yes, they do. They're getting this Podorsia line out with Gover and Connor Leiden for Norwood. Here comes Harry. Nice play. Nice pass. Oh.
Good look, good idea.
That was a really good look by Harry Gover.
That shows some nice patience, that when he saw the teammate kind of drifting in, and it wasn't extremely hard pass, so that it would have been off everyone's stick. It was nice and just a smart idea.
Nice play by Bartuca, winding the puck around, getting it out of trouble. Kept in by number 17, Guarino for Westwood. Nice block there by Leiden. Out to the point, it hops over the stick of Nolte. He's going to be content to dump it back in. I think it hit a Norwood player on the bench. Yeah, the coaches were all looking around at the refs. Norwood trying to chip it. Ledger does a nice job, though, to Gover. And I think they're going to get a hand pass on Ledger.
On that,
okay.
Yep.
You're getting back to that play with Harry Gover coming in on the left side. You and I have had the pleasure of watching Harry basically play his whole life, and we've seen Harry with an extremely high hockey IQ. He's really a pass-first guy. So if I was on a line, I'd want to be next to Harry, because when he's coming in on that 2-on-1, he's going to look for that pass, and that's exactly what he did. Leiden and his teammate Nick Podorsia, line mate, need to be ready, because Harry's going to put that puck on your stick if he gets a chance.
That's right. You find some open ice, you find a crease, and Gover will find you. You have to constantly be ready, and he just really works well to set up his line mates.
Yep. It reminds me kind of like an Adam Oates player. Always looking for that pass first.
Yep.
Here's a nice break here for Norwood. Oh, and it's saved by Goodrich. That was a good opportunity right there.
Yeah, you just saw quite a bit of speed there and slow getting up.
Yeah, that was Jake Russo. Yep. Really turned it on there.
Yep.
So hopefully just got the wind knocked out of him as he comes to the bench here for a change. Westwood's going to be content to dump it in here. Tolman regroups for Norwood. To Podorsia. Comes through to, Marchant, sorry.
That was read nicely by the Westwood defenseman there, Malouf.
Yep, nice block there by George Tolman. Well done.
Yeah, we've seen already early on that the Norwood defensemen and the forwards that are somewhat dropping down are really sacrificing the body early on today to take these block shots.
Kid for Norwood's going to try to get it in deep. Can't quite do it. You really got to get that puck in deep and get across that red line.
Yeah. For those of you that probably know Coach Allen, if that puck doesn't get in deep, you may hear him up here mentioning that needs to get in deep.
That's just about any coach.
That's true.
Especially at this time of year for sure. Oops, Podorsia comes across the line. Ooh, a little hit there. The refs are going to separate them. I don't think there's any intent there, Mark. They pretty much were playing right through the whistle there. There's a little bit of a late whistle.
Yeah. It looks like it was a semi, air quotes, late call, but the player was already committed there. It wasn't as if he took any sort of run. well after any kind of whistle there. No
So
intent.
we got 6:26 left in this first period. Norwood with the 1-0 lead on a goal from, by Anthony Marchant. I'm going to say it's pretty evenly played first period so far, Mark.
Yeah, it's been for the most part, good, clean, end to end. We talk in this game in terms of it can be a game of bursts. So you kind of weather the storms as particular lines gain some sort of offensive zone time, and it's a lot of give and take.
Yep, Catalano with the puck back for Norwood kind of resets. I think he was trying to pass the line there, but that part was way back, was through the center of the ice, which is not a good pass. And there you go.
Yep.
That was number 2, John Nolte. And Mark, that's exactly what I've been talking about. I haven't been real happy with the play of the Mustangs in between the dots in front of their own net. It's been way too lax tonight so far, and I had a feeling that was going to cost them, and it cost them right there.
Yeah. We had talked about that. That you got to be real careful. You have to play smart with that puck. And at this time of year, any kind of laziness or whatnot, and again, can come back and bite you. And the teams that can hop on someone else's mistakes are the ones that could wind up capitalizing. And Westwood did just that.
Mark, I don't know how up to date these MIAA sheets are. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. I have here that goal by John Nolte. He scored 7 goals with 9 assists during the season. That's a pretty respectable number. So.
Yeah.
You give a good player the puck in front of the net, and that type of opportunity, he's going to score a goal.
Exactly.
And I don't think there's a whole lot Brendan could have done on that one. So we're tied at 1 with 5:25 left. Saved by Bartuka. Westwood's feeling it here a little bit, Mark, on the right back on the forecheck.
Yeah, we talked about momentum changes back and forth, and after Norwood scores, we said, how does Westwood react? And now the bigger question is right now, how do the Mustangs react to what just happened? They come back and have some nice zone time here.
Nice job by Tolman getting that puck in deep and following his own rebound. Westwood's going to come right back at it, but a nice job of breaking it up by Nick Spadorsha. And Westwood is offsides. Unfortunately, that was number 4, Colin Fay, doing a little dipsy doodle trying to keep himself on side, but he had too many guys jumping across the line on him.
It's nice to see like that shot just a few minutes ago by George Tolman, the sophomore. Really kind of came into his own last year, getting some time on the blue line, and now here he is, sophomore year starting here in the first round. George has really come into his own as a good, solid defenseman for Coach Allen and the Mustangs.
Max Sharkey trying to get the puck in deep, could not. Westwood dumps the puck in. Lars Boothroyd behind the net. Comes around to Dominic Finizzi on the ice for Norwood. And a shot in the block. Oh, nice job by Ledger there. Boy, I tell you, Mark, that was the puck was on that stick of Colin Fay, but Ledger did a nice job of breaking it up.
Yeah, exactly. You saw that, and it was like that one little, you kind of do a quick breathe in there, but Ledger was able to kind of stick with it, get this stick back on it.
That's Westwood Westwood dumping it in there. That's number 11, Healy, dumping it in as both teams go on line changes. Finizzi hit the puck at center ice. Nice head of speed there, right there by number 7 for Westwood. That was Fahy. Oh, beautiful save by Bartuka there, Mark.
Yeah.
I think that was the best save of the game right there.
Again, it's little things like that. He's able to get that pad out to make that save, and you kind of maybe look back later and go, it's a small little thing that happens, but it can be, big later on.
Here's a little 2-on-1 developing. Mateo and Russo again. I think we need to rewind the tape.
I was literally about to say, I think we've seen this play develop before with the same save and the same shot. So we can just redo it again.
So the shot to the stomach is not working.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try the pass next time, or a little bit lower shot to the pads.
I'm going to go with third time will be the charm. We're going to see that play later in the game, and third time will be the charm for Brian.
Nice to see Jake Russo back on the ice for Norwood. The funny thing was, Mark, that same exact spot where they face off, where they had scored their first goal as well. Yep. Jake tried to do the same basic thing. Unfortunately, he didn't win that face-off, so Westwood won the other way. So with 3:26 left in the first, we are 1-1 tie here. Pretty much what we expected, Mark.
It really is. It was funny, before the game started, I happened to run into Matt Gillis, who is the athletic director at Westwood, and kind of the same thing, just talking about how exciting it has been for both these squads this year to play each other and to play each other competitively. The game just before ours was Medway and Apponequet, and Medway just really took care of them like 6-0. So it really wasn't even close. But here you knew you were going to get a good game between two quality teams, and maybe you'd like to win 6-0. But
I like
this.
Thing.
Yeah. I like.
No,
this,
the only disappointment is of this game is it's not down in Hyannis, and it's actually right here in Canton. So the rink is full of people, and the MIAA should take note of this. I get it with whatever, but I mean, look at this rink, Mark.
Yeah.
It's absolutely full of people, and you're not getting this if this game is down in Bourne.
You're not. You're exactly right. And it always just sometimes amazes me that you'll have down in Bourne, Canton, Westwood, and Norwood.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Meanwhile, across the way, like you said, here is this atmosphere, which is just absolutely perfect.
Norwood on the forecheck here. That's Michael Catalano trying to keep the puck in. He does not quite dump it back in. Tommy Dooley on the puck for Norwood, kind of circling through his own zone. Over for Allen. Allen comes through center ice with the puck. I don't think that was a pen. I don't think
he got him.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a tic-tacky call right there. I didn't see the ref's arm, and I saw the coaches throwing their arm up, and I was just going to say, I don't know. In a tournament game, I don't like being a homer, but I don't.
Well, it was interesting.
I don't see that one.
Yeah, well, it was interesting. The referee that did call it was almost further away from the play down here to our far right, and the referee that was in front of the play did not single anything. So.
The one thing that John Gover and I brought up on the broadcast in the Dedham game, maybe you and I brought it up last year too. These 2-minute power plays seem so much longer than the old minute 30.
Yep.
They seem like they're 5 minutes.
Yep.
So Norwood with 2:30 left in the first period have a golden opportunity to take the lead here going into the locker room. Marchand with the puck back at the blue line over to Leiden. Leiden snapped it through.
That's a nice low shot there. That's kind of what you're looking for.
Yep. Leiden with the puck over to Gover on the wing. A block there. Leiden picks the puck back up. Back to Marchand. Back to Mateer. Russo behind the net. Excuse me, I said Mateer, I meant Russo. And
I think we're going to get a cross check here.
On who?
I think it's going to be on Westwood.
Wow.
So Hamilton is out for the trip early on. And now A.J. Malouf goes for the cross check. So this is just a absolutely huge opportunity for the Mustangs. I seem to recall that in the last game that they played just the past week, Norwood did have a 5-on-3, and I think Westwood was able to kill it.
Well, Mark, you and I mentioned it before over the years. Who's your best penalty killer, Mark? It's your goaltender, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You had mentioned that Goodrich had a couple good games against us, so we're gonna see if he earns his stripes here, because this is a tall task for Westwood to kill this one off. So we got Leiden on the wing here. He's got Marchand set up top. Marchand takes a shot, blocked nicely. Russo with the puck. Gover with the puck. Leiden steps in. Deflected. Westwood's kind of in that triangle, Mark. They're just kind of sitting back there trying to block shots, which is not a bad idea. Russo misses the net there. 56 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. 1:20 left in the period. Norwood on the 5-on-3 here. Leiden trying to feather it through. Can't. Spadorsha loses his balance. And that's going to make it. Wow, what a play.
Yeah.
That was, I believe, number 16. How do you pronounce that?
Mannequin? Yeah.
Nice play. He kind of got that puck to rim around nicely, but it was a nice play.
He was one of the players that we had really kind of noticed last week when they played. Fast player.
Well, there you go with Goodrich, Mark. A nice save there. Puck came out to number 22, Horsfall, and he clears the puck. So we have 50 seconds left in the period, Mark. 15 left in our 2-man advantage. And Westwood's doing a nice job so far killing this penalty. Marchand with the puck. 35 seconds left. He's settling it. Nice job. Westwood's got a player back on the ice. Norwood's got to be careful as he comes down into the zone.
Nice job there.
Wow, that was big. So we have 32 seconds left in the second Westwood penalty, Mark. 29 seconds left in the period. And again, we still have plenty of time here to get a goal. It'd be really nice to get this goal and go into the locker room.
Yeah, this draw right here that Spadorsha's got is kind of critical. If he can win this back, it really would kind of help to set something up just like he did.
Yep, Leiden with the puck. Over to Gover. Wow, nice aggressive penalty kill there. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a player, again, that Mannequin is really a player to keep an eye on.
Good play. Great play there. Oh, try to set up Gover. We're at 17 seconds left. Still got time. Pops off Marchand's stick. They're going to have to hurry. Back to Leiden. Oh, that's pretty much going to do it for the period. Westwood's going to send the puck down. Wow. It's a great job by the Westwood team, Mark. So basically they killed off a minute and a half, 5-on-3 to end this period. And pretty good first period, pretty evenly played, pretty much exactly what we expected.
Great first period. You know, you talk about potential momentum. You know, if I'm Westwood and I go in here having just essentially killed off a 5-on-3, you know, I got to feel good about, you know, where I sit. And if you're Norwood, look, I mean, you've been carrying some of the play. They need to kind of clean up what was happening in their own zone. But this is what we thought it would be. You know, no surprise here at 1-1 after 1.
Nope, and I think the funny thing is, again, when I broadcasted the game with John Gover a couple weeks ago, he had mentioned how you know, we've had a lot of really close games this year, and throughout all these games, you know, the team never seems to get rattled. They're used to playing in these close games, so this is just another one of those games.
Yep.
So
what it's all about.
We'll be back momentarily with the drop of the puck for the second period.
Do you want to stay up to date with Norwood Community Media? Then subscribe to our weekly NCM newsletter. Every Friday, our promotions department publishes an online newsletter that highlights the work of NCM and the latest happenings. It includes the full episode of Norwood News, recent clips from NCM programs, behind-the-scenes photos, and so much more. NCM works hard to deliver a steady stream of Norwood content, and this newsletter is another way to stay connected to Norwood. To receive the newsletter, just visit www.norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click the Sign Up for Our Newsletter button, and enter some basic information. You'll then be added to our newsletter mailing list. It's all here on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
We're ready to drop the puck here to begin the second period. Norwood is on a 3-second man advantage. You can see the Westwood player getting ready to come out of the box, and they'll be back at full strength basically as soon as the puck dropped through. A little bit of a turnover there by Leiden.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those, you know, if that guy's coming out of the box, you got to make sure he doesn't get sprung too quick because he's down here in the offensive, you know, side of the ice.
We got that wet ice again. That puck doesn't seem to be sliding well. Oh, we got a little turnover
there.
Here by Marchand.
He's got some numbers.
He's got Russo coming down the middle. Russo went all alone.
Oh, he rolls it in. Big, absolutely big.
That's 26 seconds into the second period. And Mark, we talked about the two players from Norwood you had to watch. It was Marchand and Russo. Anthony did a great job of turning that puck over at the blue line and then just made an absolutely perfect pass for Russo coming down the middle.
Yeah, Healy, the defenseman, it's funny because you were just talking about the puck starting to kind of stick on that ice, and it looked like it kind of slowed down. It didn't get up to him at the point as quick as he thought it was going to be, and Russo pounced on it, went right around him, and was in the whole way. Goodrich makes the initial kind of save, and then you can kind of see it start to just dribble in past him. But just a great burst of speed there by Jake Rousseau.
And actually, Goodrich did a nice job. He kind of made the initial save, but it just kind of trickled past him at the end. You know, goal scorers score goals, and Jake kind of got the bounce there. He scores a lot of goals. Westwood comes in alone. Oh boy, that was a close chance there.
Yeah,
that was Colin Fahy, excuse me. So Westwood's right back at the attack, which is what happened after Norwood scored their first goal.
Exactly, and it is. It's you know, how do teams and how do players react? You know, they talk about, you know, the best or worst goals are the ones that are given up in the first minute or that you score in the first minute. So,
yep.
You know, you kill off the 5-on-3, you go out of the first period feeling pretty good about yourself and what you had to do, and then, you know, unfortunately you have, you know, kind of like that tough bounce there at the blue line, and now you're back down by 1. So
nice
again,
block by Marchand.
See how it works. Here's that speed.
He's coming right in. Oh wow, that would have made a big game changer right there. He had
exactly
Russo coming
right.
down the middle again. Nice burst of speed by Anthony again.
Yep. And what I liked about, too, is if you watch Anthony and Rousseau, I mean, they back check and they are back in the zone here, you know, playing their defensive part.
That was Jack Leiden, a very smooth skating defenseman for the Mustangs, coming right to left right in front of there, and a nice shot block by Westwood. So we got a stoppage of play with a very very entertaining start to the second period here. Minute and a half in. Both teams have had some sterling opportunities with Norwood cashing in on one of them.
Yeah, both teams have come out clearly on fire. Both teams want to kind of set the pace early on, and we'll see who can, hopefully, the Mustangs can maintain kind of some of this upfront pressure that they're looking here early on.
Interesting thing here, Coach has had his first line, this Russo, Marchand, and Taylor line pretty much on the whole second period here. I think he had the Spadorcia line on briefly, but these guys have logged quite a couple minutes here to start this period, which is a little bit odd for Coach. He usually doesn't do this, but I kind of like it. They've had some good opportunities.
Yeah, maybe again you're trying to set early pressure, and maybe kind of try to put this game at least in the second period, take control of it. You just want to make sure that these this same line is still in good shape for the whole game.
That's Mannequin again going down low for Westwood. Westwood with a little pressure here. Marchand with the puck. Kind of calmly gets it out of there. Mateo gets it to Russo. Marchand might be just content to dump it in here and get a line change. They've been on the ice quite a bit. Ledger with the puck over on the far side over there. And dumped in nicely by Russo as Norwood goes for a full change here as Westwood breaks the puck out. Nice play by George Tolman to keep that puck in and shoot it into the net.
It was funny because I saw it when George came on the ice. A great defensive smart play is, he saw Jacobs here on the far side here for Westwood, and he just sprinted straight across the way, and as the pass came around, he was able to kind of step in front. So really smart heads-up play by Tolman on that one.
Yep, when you're changing the defense, that first defenseman that comes over the boards has to sprint to that opposite side. You're absolutely right, and that was a nice play by George. Nice reversal by Westwood here as they break the puck out nicely. Tolman back again with the puck. Ooh, the ref took a shot there from Magau. Westwood smartly clears it here. Lars Boothroyd dumps it in. Norwood's got it clear. Westwood breaks out again.
That's a good look right there.
Westwood coming in 2-on-1. Oh, I don't know what it is about the 2-on-1s coming from this side, Mark. That was Colin Fay coming in on a 2-on-1 and pretty much shot it right in the breadbasket there for Brendan Bartuka.
He took a page right out of Mateer's book right there on how to shoot right off of that face-off circle into the breadbasket of the goalie. So,
although again, got to give the goaltenders credit. Brendan did a nice job of coming out and basically taking all the angle away, so there wasn't a whole lot to shoot at there.
Exactly.
Ledger behind the net does a nice little pirouette. Gets the puck to Leiden. Nice job by Leiden getting the puck out. It's Connor Leiden, Jack's brother. Someone's stick went flying there. It's Connor Leiden's. Again, it's puck. I hate when these pucks stick on the ice like that.
Yeah, it takes a little while.
Oh, wow, nice opportunity
Also
there. That
there.
was Nolte, the goal scorer, trying to center it to number 17. Right in front, Westwood. Oh! Wow, a lot of pressure here by the Westwood team.
Yeah, I think if Sullivan had waited just a second, obviously Bartuka was down. Maybe if he waits, he can lift that puck. But boy, that was a great little opportunity there for Westwood.
Yeah, you're right. Brendan definitely committed himself pretty early to that slide, but he did a nice job. And that's going to be
just outside. Yep, that'll
icing.
come back.
So with 10:56 left, again, it's these one and done games. Sometimes the first period a little bit of a chess match, a little bit of a dance. But once you get into that second period, the nerves are gone, and you're just playing hockey at this point. And there's,
exactly.
Both teams have kind of turned the dial up a little bit here.
Yeah,
Mark.
you can feel that energy level. That they're kind of starting to feel certainly a bit more confident now. In terms of the game, and they're really starting to pick up that intensity for both squads.
Coach Allen comes back out with the Russo line again. Tolman with a shot over the net, gets deflected. Mateer on the forecheck. Russo on the forecheck. He's trying to dump it down low. Good zone time again for this line. Little 2-on-1
Got him right
developing.
there. Oh, had him right there.
He did. Westwood clears it, but Tolman does a nice job of sending it right back in. Again, good zone time by this line here, Mark.
Yep.
Mannequin clearing out. Nice play. Nice play by Jack Leiden to keep that puck in the neutral zone. Lars Boothroyd for Norwood. Nice pass up the middle to Russo. Over to Marchand. 3-on-2 developing here. Oh, back to
That's
Leiden.
a smart play.
Wow. Nice play, Mark.
It's sometimes they to drop that back to Leiden there as opposed to trying to force it through traffic. And then, if Leiden gets that shot in nice and low through traffic, you never know what you might get for a rebound take.
Quite honestly, Mark, most players don't see that play.
Yep.
Don't make that play.
Yep.
They just don't see it. And just again another example of why Anthony's a league all-star. Just a nice heads-up look to Leiden. The puck broken up there by Westwood. That's Colin Fay. Excuse me. That was Colin Fay breaking that puck up.
Yeah, you saw Lars kind of move in.
Oh, a little shot by Tommy Dooley.
There you go.
You see that?
There you go, Pickles.
Yeah.
His mother will appreciate that we put that on the air for him.
Actually, I like that. I like that kind of grabbing the puck there off the half wall and just take the quick spin to the net and shoot the puck.
You
Really
never
nice
know.
play there by Thomas. I like it.
What do they say? Pucks on net, pucks on net.
Yep. What do they say? 100% of the pucks that pucks that don't get shot don't go in.
Don't go
right?
in, right, exactly.
Nice play by Tommy. I like it. Got Stevie Grenham on the forecheck from Norwood. Brendan Allen helping out. Westwood's going to break out here. Ledger has the puck back. He's going to go off the glass. A little bit of a foot race. Won by McGow. Up the left side. Nice breakup by Westwood. Michael Catalano back for Norwood. Does a nice job of separating the man from the puck. Wow, good opportunity there, Mark.
Yep.
That was 14 Bracco.
That's good pressure.
Here's Spadorsha coming in.
And he'll draw. That is just great individual effort by Nick Spadorsha there. He's drawn the penalty. Might get a second one.
The ref rose his arm. This is going to be interesting.
Well, yeah, Nick drew the first penalty.
This is going to be interesting. He's got the hook. They're talking. Yeah, I think we just get one call.
Right,
there,
I think
Mark.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Got the first call on Spadorsha coming in. That was Kevin McGow for Westwood on that penalty. So yeah, you're right. Nice hustle by Nick there, turning that puck over, creating a little chaos, and that's what leads to penalties a lot of times.
Exactly. So, Norwood's going on its third power play now. 0 for 2 on the first one, as Westwood was able to kill off that 5-on-3. But there was some nice zone time for Norwood during the course of its first two power plays. So let's see what they can do here with the third one.
Yeah, we're approaching the midway point of this game. 8:14 left. Norwood with a 2-1 lead. Critical juncture here for both teams, Mark, on this power play.
Yeah, this is a huge kill for Westwood.
Whoa, that got through the traffic. It just missed the net. So Anthony coming back and picking the puck up for Norwood. Trying to get it to Spadorsha. Coming through. Little 2-on-2. Nice job of defending there again by the Westwood defender, McKinnon. Good hockey player. Marchand top of the top here. Over in the wing to Leiden. Norwood's in a little bit of an umbrella here with Marchand at the top. He's going to get a look. Over the net, deflected. Leiden again with the puck. He's going to go down low. I'd like to see him hold that puck, Mark. He didn't really look. He just dumped it down. You don't want to give away possession there, but we got it back with Spadorsha. We just kind of flipped it to the net, but Goodrich does a nice job of scooping it up. So 53 seconds are passed in this power play. 7:28 left in the game. 2-1 Norwood.
Yeah, there was some, like you said, I agree. I mean, some nice initial movement there, but if you've got possession, you want to make sure you know what you're doing with the puck. One of the things they say is, have a purpose for your pass. There should be a reason why you're doing it.
Oh, little
you walked
through
through
there.
yeah.
He did.
So if they see if they can maintain the possession in the
Gover,
zone here.
Gover's got a look. Shoot the puck, Harry. Oh, there you go. Some of the block, but nice job of shooting there by Harry.
Yeah, if they're going to give you that as you start to walk in the slot, continue to walk in and then and let it fly.
Leiden on the wing, trying to go cross ice to Russo. Westwood in their box. Norwood setting up on the perimeter. 43 seconds left. Marchand has got a good look. Ooh, just deflected wide. Tell you, Westwood done a lot of nice job of blocking these shots on the power play, Mark. A lot of these shots just aren't getting through.
Yeah. Although Ance's shot right there, it looked like it changed a little bit of direction and kind of just went wide. But again, kind of a good idea there by Ance. He's kind of he pulls across here, and he's patient and he waits and he's able to kind of again keeping those shots nice and low. You never know when you're going to get a misdirect or something along those lines.
And Westwood wins the faceoff there. Anthony keeps it in. Got Russo on the wing. Shot wide. Mateer sitting up behind the net. In front to go over. Oh! Oh! Leiden's got a good look. Oh, blocked again. 15 seconds left in this power play. Westwood's got some tired skaters on the ice here. Marsh on top of the slot over to Russo. Probably chance for one more shot here. Anthony's going to take it, and it's blocked again. Nice job again by this Westwood penalty killing group, Mark.
That's a good play right there.
Oh, they almost sprung it there.
Almost sprung him.
Yep. Leiden's coming back in with a head of speed. You wouldn't have known he was on the ice for the last 2
I
minutes.
was just about to say, where'd this come from?
I don't know, but I like it.
Yep.
You know, the best way after these power plays, Mark, is keep the pressure on. Marchand's still on the ice. Westwood hasn't had a chance to settle back in yet. We still have possession. Leiden's looking again. You still got the tired skaters on the ice. Marchand in the corner. Over for Tolman. Oh, he loses an edge.
That's too bad. You know, and again, what's helpful on this particular for Norwood is that, you know, their bench is right down here in the zone. So, whoa!
Ah, no big deal. That's everybody yelling about.
I meant to do that.
Kid's coming back, a little 2-on-1. We got Max Sharkey coming through the middle, back to Kid. Try to fit it back to Sharkey, but broken up nicely. There comes Westwood on the counter. Nolte. McGow for Westwood. Nice job by Catalano to get it out. Westwood's going to send it back in here. Norwood had their first group on their ice for a long period of time here,
They
so
really
we
did,
got to get a good shift out of this third line for Norwood here. Turned back over. Westwood coming back in. Nice play by George Tolman. Catalano does a nice job. Oh, turns it over. A little helter-skelter here, Mark. Norwood needs a whistle, I think.
Yep.
Need a whistle or need a dump in here. Settle this down a little bit. George Tolman going to be content to dump it in.
There
nice
you
job. Both teams going for a change here. Excuse me, Norwood going for a change. Westwood's got their same players on the ice. Oh, little fan on the play. Oh, little 2-on-1 down low. Nice save by Goodrich holding that post.
Goodrich strong to the task there. But yeah, I mean, you could kind of see a little momentum there by Westwood, and Norwood gets its first line out. You know, Tolman gets possession, smartly dumps it in, and you're right there by the bench, and you're able to get, you know, this first line, you know, Ance's line back out here for the offensive zone faceoff to Goodrich's right.
Breaking through there. That's a nice play by number 22 for Westwood. That was a excuse me, how do you pronounce that name? Horsfall? Oh, saved by Tuca. That was Connor Jacobs with the shot there for Westwood.
Right idea, though. I like, and you don't often see enough, is that backhand shot. You know, and it was a quick, any sort of quick release on the goaltender is always a good idea. So smart play, but again, Bartuka strong to the task.
Well, you know, he had Bartuka sliding over, but Brendan did a nice job of just shutting that shooting lane down. Great job. Leiden over to Marchand. Dumps it in deep. We got Mateer on the forecheck. McKinnon, nice job of reversing that puck. He's a good little player.
Yeah, if he gets a little burst of speed, he can be very dangerous.
Horsfall coming in, 3-on-2.
It's a great play by George Tolman.
Really nice
Stood
play
him
by
up.
George Tolman. Oh, drop past to Russo. I don't think Jake was expecting that one. Westwood's going to clear here. A little 3-on-2 developing. He's got a guy in the left wing. Oh, he needed to give that puck up.
Yeah, that had to be good. He had to give that up quicker.
He needed to give that puck. He had Jacobs wide open there going in.
You know, good for a nice play there by Nick Spadorcia. You know, just kind of bothering him, kind of, you know, on his stick, not giving him a chance.
Yeah. Westwood turns it over again, though. Nice play. Lars Boothroyd with the puck, dumping it in for Norwood. 3:15 left in this second period. Norwood with a 2-1 lead. George Tolman going to be content to dump it in. Don't think we had cleared on that one yet.
Yeah. No, I think Connor was in offsides. And you could hear him trying to yell, but I don't think he heard him.
3:02 left, second period. Norwood 2, Westwood 1.
And again, you know, like we said, Sean, this is exactly what we expected tonight. This next 3 minutes is critical, I think, for the Mustangs. Play good, solid defense. And we'll see what sort of offense the Wolverines can throw at them.
Harry Gover looks a little ahead of speed. Nice back check by the Westwood forward. That was number 12 on the back check, McGow. Gover back at the point, cycling it to Michael Catalano. Oh, nice block there by Catalano. Westwood trying to get the puck in deep. There they go. Partuka going to play it off to the side. Jack Lydon with the puck. Chips it smartly up the ice. Well done by Jack. It's going to roll on goal.
There you go.
Oh, nice forecheck there. Harry Gover. Tommy Dooley with the puck. Tommy Dooley trying to make something happen.
Yeah, Tommy's had a couple goals this year. He had a big one against Walpole. I was just about to say, yeah, that's clearly offsides. But yeah, it's been kind of fun to see. A lot of these guys. I know Stevie Grenham, scored it against Ashland on his first game as a varsity player. So the scoring has, Sean, this year been. Again, you think of the names like Anthony Marchand, Jake Rousseau, Mateer, Spidorsha, but he's this year he's gotten production from like I said, Tommy Dooley. Grenham has been able to find the back of the net.
Yep.
So this has been kind of a really nice, well-rounded offense that Coach Allen has had this year.
Ledger coming out of his own zone with a good head of speed. I like the aggressive attack of the puck there by Ledger. Did a nice job. Although Westwood's going to dump it right back in. Oh, they're going to call an icing there.
Just made it.
Yep, it was close. Ledger was kind of caught out of position too. He made a nice aggressive play to try to gain the red line and dump it in, but when it got turned over, he was kind of left exposed there. So it was kind of worked out well for Norwood that was an icing.
Right. Yeah, and that's that, like you said, you like the aggressive play, but you got to be real careful if you're going to make that play. Not to get yourself caught in on a situation like that, and they were fortunate that was the icing.
Russo draws it back to Lydon. Got a good look. Blocked again. Here comes Westwood. Little 2-on-2, but Anthony Marchand with the back check. But did a nice job of shielding Anthony away from the puck on that one.
Yes.
Anthony's got it behind the net. Minute and a half left in this second period. Oh, kept in nicely by Westwood. The 3 Norwood guys on the Westwood player over there. Let's see if we can get it out. Marchand's got the puck. He's trying to pin it along the wall. He kind of loses it. Got a man in front here for Westwood. Mateer. He turns it over, can't get through, then he gains it and sends it right back down again. Russo on the forecheck.
That was a smart play right there to come back the other way. You felt the pressure there, and you came back with play. Oh, heads up.
So I don't know if you heard the announcement there, but they just announced a minute left in the second period, so we're down to 56 seconds.
Good, solid effort here, again, by both squads. Every goal that we've had, has been, I think, good, solid goals. There's not been really anything cheap, which is, if you're a goaltender, so they've all been, good, solid goals as a result of, smart hockey plays. Got fortunate there that one didn't get picked off.
Oh, nice play there. Marchand with the puck, circles in his own zone. Smartly just gets it out to center ice. Westwood's going to send it back in again. On the forecheck, 35 seconds. Lydon, content to wrap it around, kept in by Westwood. Shot from the point goes wide. McKinnon keeps it in again. Got Mateer starting a little 2-on-1. He's got Marchand coming down the middle. Oh. Marchand behind the net. That time he had the right idea. He kept the puck on the ice trying to get the rebound to get kicked out to Marchand. Didn't quite happen. 10 seconds left. Hopefully Catalano just rims his puck as hard as he can to get it out of here.
Or burns the last 3 seconds that way.
Or burns it that way. I always like rimming it instead of having a bunch of guys sticking their elbows in the back of my head.
Get it out of the zone.
Get it out of the
zone. Exactly.
So after 30 minutes of hockey, we are the score Norwood 2, Westwood 1, and I think we're looking forward to a very exciting third period coming up here, Mark.
Without question, Jake Rousseau gets the Mustangs ahead. Like you said, within that first minute there of the second period, And both teams then kind of settle down. Both teams have their chances during the course of the second period. And it sets up for a very exciting, very, very exciting third period. So it's anyone's game right now, and it's just shaping up to be one of those instant classics between these two squads.
We will be back for the drop of the puck in the third period momentarily.
Well, here pleased to be joined between periods here, the star of the game earlier today, where the girls team in double overtime beat Wakefield, and Marissa Cataldo is here. Marissa, first and foremost, congratulations today.
Thank you.
Great job. I was talking to some of your teammates earlier this year about, as you're getting ready actually for the Wakefield game. How do you guys kind of prepare for a team that you've never played before?
I think most importantly, we have to get ourselves prepared in the locker room before the game and get intense and go out there with a lot of intensity, because if we're just sitting in the locker room, we're not going to go out there and play well.
Right. So you come out, you play a team you've never played before. It's got to be fairly even, 1-1. You get into that third period still tied at 1. What's going through your mind as you're entering that third period, knowing that the next goal, especially in the third period, is a critical one?
Mostly shots on net were most important. Their goalie was pretty well. She did good. And just working more as a team instead of passing and not carrying it in as much.
Right. So you wind up, I was getting updates as it was going along from Allie Parkinson's dad. She's 7 minutes left, 6 minutes left. As you were getting closer towards the end of the third, still tied at 1, were you kind of still playing for the win, or was there kind of a sense of, maybe looking towards overtime, or what's the mindset at that point?
I think defense was important, and of course we were still trying to get shots on net, but we as it got closer and closer to that overtime, we just didn't want them to score.
Right.
And yeah.
You don't want to make that mistake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you go at the end of regulation tied at 1. So the first overtime's 4-on-4, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And going in, do you guys practice a 4-on-4 situation, or how was that kind of set up?
Yeah, so yesterday at practice, we did practiced 4-on-4 for 10 minutes, and then we practiced 3-on-3 for about 10 minutes, just to get used to the ice and stuff.
Right. So 4-on-4 is what, for the 5 minutes?
8 minutes.
8 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
And nothing results there.
No.
And so now we you drop down to the 3-on-3, and ironic that you guys had practiced it, just the day before. Walk us through that 3-on-3 and how that all, because then your ice is wide open, So talk to us about that game-winning goal.
Yeah, so we were tired. We were trying to take quick shifts. I got it down in the corner near Jenna Mazzola, and I was walking it up, and I realized the other line was changing, so I was kind of by myself. So I just headed for the boards, and then she came to angle me off, and I just put my shoulder into her. And I cut towards the net, near the corner, and I realized I was by myself. So I brought the goalie one way, and I just on my forehand put the puck up the other way. Yeah.
What's that feeling like, knowing that you've kind of got the, did you know at that point, kind of when you had the goalie go in one direction that
I thought originally I shot it into her, and then I saw the back of the net move, and I was like.
So what's that feeling like when you buried it, and now because again it's a one and done situation, so it's such a great feeling to be able to move on.
No, it felt great.
Yeah.
I was so excited for the seniors could continue their season, and we were all so happy.
Oh, that's excellent. So yeah, I quickly got my wife was at the game, and Rick Parkinson was again. We win, and you're moving on. So now you've got a test ahead of you. We know that we'll be playing Canton the next round. We think it's going to be Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. Yep, and we're not quite sure yet. You and I were just joking beforehand. They'll probably send you down to Falmouth or somewhere far away as opposed to right here. But tough squad in Canton. What are you looking for to kind of build on this momentum from tonight into the game against Canton?
I think most importantly is practicing hard Thursday and Friday and creating a game-like situation so we don't take it lightly, and so we're ready and fresh legs on Saturday.
Well, listen, it was just so exciting to kind of follow you guys, not only tonight but the entire season so far. It's been very exciting for both the girls and the boys hockey teams this year. What a great atmosphere here tonight. Yeah. I love playoff hockey, and it's fun that you get to continue, thanks to you and the rest of the team, get to continue to play on Saturday. So Want to thank you for coming up and talking to us between periods. Best of luck on Saturday, and I'm sure NCM will probably be there to cover it, and you can, get us a couple more goals. How about that?
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Thanks very much. Marissa Cataldo joining us here between periods following Norwood's big 2-1 overtime win this afternoon against Wakefield, and they will take on Canton in the second round on Saturday.
The third period, Mark, and unfortunately, one of these two teams only has 15 minutes left in their hockey season, pending no overtime.
Yeah, well, if we think back to the past 2 years, here of playoffs for Mustang hockey, these first rounds have both been overtime, so you just never know.
Yeah, who could forget that exciting overtime winner by Matthew Dolan 2 years ago?
Exactly, yeah. And it was funny because as we started the overtime last year, I remember Mike Maloof saying, what do you think of this 4-on-4 overtime? And after Rousseau buried it and then reminding myself that Dolan had done the same thing, I go, I love this 4-on-4 overtime.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
We're 2-0.
I think it's important to note that this is Coach Allen's fourth season, third season in a row in the tournament. Last 2 years in the tournament, Norwood's won their first game, so has had some good success in first-round games.
It's funny you do mention that Coach Allen and the Mustangs and their streak. Interestingly, Westwood here, this is their 38th straight MIAA appearance.
That's impressive.
Hockey. Yeah.
That's very impressive. Yep. Must be the AD.
We'll make sure that he gets that on tape. Yeah, but they call this the streak here by these guys. So.
I don't blame him, Mark. Yeah. That's impressive.
Very impressive by this program.
Testament to the families, to the youth hockey program, to the coaches, to the high school, to everybody. That's very impressive. Did not know that. That's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Westwood breaks out here. Dumps the puck, and big hit there by Connor Lydon. Harry Gover back. Nice job by Harry back checking. Michael Catalano behind the net. He's going to try to get out to Lydon. Can't.
Gover is slow getting up. He's real slow
getting
up.
That's a big loss for Norwood. Harry can't get back on the ice here.
It's funny, Sean, you had mentioned how we've seen Harry, kind of grow up, with his, given his brother played hockey with all our boys and whatnot. And the poor kid from time to time, especially when he was younger, with the broken bones and whatnot, and he's finally, once he gets himself healthy, he is and has been become
had a little bit of
bad
luck
player.
there, no doubt. Westwood in their own zone here, kind of breaking out on a little 3-on-2. They're going for a change, though. It's now a 2-on-2 and a nice back check by Sharkey. Oh, boy, we got lucky there, I tell you.
Wow.
Very lucky there.
Yeah, I don't know if that looked like, and again, I wasn't quite sure if that had popped out, but you're right. That just looked like that was just hanging right there for the Westwood player.
That's the stuff in these one-goal games, Mark. You've got to have complete clarity with the puck in the neutral zone in front of your own net. You really, really just can't be turning that puck over at all in these situations.
Yep. It is going to be interesting to see, what kind of speed and whatnot that. That Westwood comes out here, to try to set this tone early here in this third period.
Well, the one thing I was going to mention, Mark, was with being one period left in the game, how short, each coach was going to let the benches get. But it's nice to see Coach Allen's got his third line on the ice and getting a little forecheck going. So, again, at some point they're going to really shorten these benches. This game stays as a one-goal game.
Yeah, but and like you said though, if this stays closer as it goes along, and you want to get your first two lines out there, you're going to need to be able to give them these breathers early on.
For sure.
That this third line and fourth line can kind of help you out with.
For sure. Ledger does a nice job of dumping that puck in and getting the line change here for Norwood. So again, all these things come into play in this third period. Smart dump-ins, smart line changes. Puck management becomes paramount here.
And you see that you've just given Rousseau and Ants a chance to rest. They come back on here, and Ants and Jake Rousseau really do a terrific job of kind of the give and go. They've been playing together so long that it kind of becomes instinct to them now. They know where each other's going to be, and they put the puck right on the stick.
Agreed, absolutely. And a lot of the times it's the little give and goes in the close area spaces too that are impressive. That they're such tight quarters when they make those little give and goes, and it just helps them get to open spots. So couldn't agree more. Westwood rims the puck here, trying to get the puck out. come with a little breakout here, a little 2-on-2. But again, nice job by Anthony Marchand coming back. He's been doing a great job back checking all night. Nice job by George Tolman separating the puck, and Russo gets the puck out nicely for Norwood. So nice job through the zone there, clearing that puck. Westwood's got the puck back in the neutral zone, trying to come through the center ice again. And they're going to dump it back in again. Lars Boothroyd for Norwood kind of tries to chip it, loses the puck. Maine gets possession again. Tolman with the puck again. Nice pass through the middle. I don't think Jake was ready for that. That's a really nice play by George. And Mateer is going to dump it in. We're going to get a Norwood line change here. 10:57 left. Westwood breaking out. Up through the middle they come. Nice back check there by Connor Lydon. A couple nice back checks here so far in this third period, Mark.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Harry Gover back out, didn't miss a shift.
Oh,
he kind of came off there with a
just
bum
took a punch
knee.
to the head. You see that?
Here we are saying he's back, and he takes another lick.
Lars with the puck, content to chip it. Harry, there you go. Harry's coming on the forecheck, doing a nice job. Oh, beautiful reversal by Westwood through the middle. I like that. They gained the zone quickly here. Oh, tried to center it. He hit the back of the net. He had his teammate number 17. That was Garino right in front of that net, Mark.
Yeah, that was that was a nice little look there, and but he had two men parked out front. Maloof
dumps the puck in. Cataldo, thinking of your interview. Catalano with the puck. Here's Mateer coming through with a big head of speed. He comes in all alone. Oh! Wow. I tell you, when Brian Mateer decides to turn the jets on, he is, boy, is he fast and strong.
Just a sophomore, so you've got a couple good years of him. Goodrich strong to the task right there.
I mean, mark that down, Mark. 9:33 left. He had a couple of really big saves right there in that little sequence of play. A little casual there, but Catalano in front of the net. Westwood on the attack. Saved by Bartuka. Ledger tries to clear. Mateer has the puck. He's going to be content to send it all the way down and take a face-off.
Yep.
Yeah, the one thing that always impresses me with Mateer is the way he can actually, when he can break away with that speed. The Westwood player was right with him, and he just found that extra gear that just separated him and allowed him to get in that little partial breakaway.
Yeah, and he plays with good body position too. You'll notice that he's in control. He knows exactly kind of where the defender is, and he's still able to maintain possession of the puck. It's just a smart, solid hockey player.
Well, I've never seen him play football. I'll let you comment on that one. I hear that quite the football player as well, and obviously to your point, using the body and leverage and everything else. I'm sure he gets a lot of that from football.
It's a name that we call quite a bit.
Do you?
Yeah.
not just because he turns to the turns to the announcer so you can see the back of the jersey.
That's right. No, that sounds like a Hennessy trick.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little trip there. I'm surprised that wasn't called, but it wasn't. Spadarcha on the puck. A little bit of a scrum here. And a nice shot there. Kind of goes high by Fahy. Westwood behind the net. They got some pressure going on here. Norwood kind of hemmed in with 8.5 minutes left in the second period. Kind of chasing the puck. Lydon's got the puck here. Smart just to get it out, and he does. But Westwood's going to counter quickly here. Doesn't really give Norwood a chance to change, but Westwood is changing, so that should give Norwood a chance to get the puck out. Lydon with a little backhand. Intercepted. Bartuka with the save.
That's big.
I like the way Brendan's playing tonight, Mark. He's had some good saves. Here comes Allen coming down. Little 3-on-3. Dooley coming down the middle. Broken up nicely by the Westwood defender. There's a good opportunity there for Norwood, Mark.
Yeah. Kind of again, the puck took a funny hop on Mannequin, and Allen was able to spring, and Mannequin just defensively did not give up on the play, laid out, was able to kind of break it up.
Here comes Westwood again. Play heating up a little bit, Mark, with 7.5 minutes left. Ref kind of in a bad spot there.
Good spot for Norwood. He kind of added an extra defenseman.
A nice shot by Michael Catalano and a save by Goodrich. Allen with the puck. He comes in. Nice shift there by Brendan Allen. He had a couple good opportunities, some good hustle there.
Yeah, and a nice play by by Catalano there, just kind of walking in, and I think he caught Goodrich up by the mask, and you just never know. It kind of handcuffed him real quick, and then Allen just jumping into the play quickly. Good little work there by those two players.
So, Mark, is this game? I didn't see the second Westwood Norwood game. Is this game here similar to that game?
It really is. Again, it was a 1-0 game, but it was back and forth. Both teams had opportunities. You never kind of felt like it was, clearly Norwood's game or clearly Westwood's game.
Well, nice job by Anthony. He used the defenseman as a screen there, trying to get the. He actually got the shot through, but again, very nice save by Goodrich. Very impressed by his play tonight. Marchand again with the puck behind the net. Got some tired skaters on the ice for Westwood at the moment, I believe. Got the Russo, Mateer, and Marchand line. I see if we can capitalize here with 6.5 minutes left.
Yeah, the clock starts to work obviously in Norwood's favor, and if we're able to burn a second or two here and there, you might as well.
Leiden with the puck, smartly sends it right back down. I like that. Again, smart plays at this point of the game, Mark. Just keep the puck in deep. Westwood can't score if the puck's in their zone.
I was going to say, make them go 200 feet.
There goes Leiden again. Nice play. Here we go. A little Spodarsha coming out. Got Leiden joining the play. He's got Gover coming as well, but nice play by the Westwood defenseman. Almost a little 2-on-1 developed there. Again, Leiden's got to be careful when to make those rushes. Here comes Gover.
Yeah, you watch, George Tolman is, again, he's kind of hanging back as the other guys have kind of bust into the play. So George is making sure that no one's going to get behind him defensively.
Connor Leiden cycles the puck down to Nick Spodarsha. Mannequin behind the net, rims it around. Spodarsha still in the forecheck. Gets it down low to Gover. Oh, nice play there by Nolte to take it off of Gover. Oh, little hook there.
No.
Okay, you got a lot of the Westwood parents with their arms and hands in the air. Haven't gotten on the power play yet, which is very surprising, but there's only been 3 penalty calls today.
Yeah, Norwood has got to. Norwood goes 0 for 3. There's not been a penalty called yet for the Mustangs, and credit to them to play good, solid, thus far knocking wood, mistake-free hockey.
So we've ticked all the way down to 5:03 left in this third. Norwood in with the lead here, 2-1. Winner moves on to play Medway. Mark, another Tri-Valley team, and I don't remember the score of the Medway game that we played. It's either a 1-goal game or a tie. I can't remember exactly, but it was close.
Yeah, and I think as you had said, during the course of this season, just about every game that the Mustangs have played has been good, solid, competitive hockey. I know that Hopkinton was, kind of one of the stronger teams out of the TVL Large this year, but aside from that, just about every game that the Mustangs played, and obviously they won the vast majority of them, but they were all good, close, solid hockey games.
Mateer trying to get the puck out. He does. Russo, Marchand. Russo, almost a 2-on-1, but Russo going for a change. So is Marchand. Mateer left by himself. He just keeps the puck down low. Nice job. Gains a little bit of time as he cycles that puck down low. Really well done.
That was a nice little touch pass there by Ants ahead to his teammates as he kind of peeled away. It wasn't too hard. It was just put it into the area where his teammate could pick it up on the run. So you're at 4:01 left here in the third on a real close game. I mean, we've had no scoring here in the third. Marchand started it off for Norwood in the first, was tied up by Nolte. And then, as we know, Rousseau early in the beginning of the second, and it's been kind of end-to-end ever since the beginning of the second period.
Oh, saved by Bartuka. Go over along the near wall here. Can't quite get it out. Does get it out. Keeps fighting through. Westwood counters, though. Nice job by George Tolman. Rims the puck around his own net. Connor Leiden with the puck. Nice little dipsy doodle.
That's shifty. That's nice.
He's got Harry Gover coming in by himself. Goodrich is going to cover the puck.
Nice little move by the freshman.
I'm surprised that Goodrich let Gover get in so tight on him without coming out a stride or two and just slapping that puck away.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he wasn't going to allow that to get as close as it was. That was pretty close.
Yeah, and you know, you have to respect Gover's speed too. I mean, if he accelerates, you know, then you've got, certainly Harry's got a better chance at that. But you're right. Then again, you know, you and I are up here. It's a lot easier instead of playing goalie down there. So maybe, you know, he knew what he was doing. Made the stop.
Yeah, he did. Jack Lydon back to center. Loses control. Little 2-on-2 developing by Westwood. Oh, and he fanned on the shot. That was Fahey fanning on that shot. Fortunately for Norwood. Marchand coming back 2-on-2. Finds Trailer Russo. Nice poke check there. Yep, by Malouf, senior captain. Nice play. He's had a couple of nice plays today.
Yeah, defensively, I think, you know, certainly Westwood has played strong all year. They've got a good, solid defense, and it certainly starts with goaltending. But they have played well defensively tonight.
They have.
Both teams have.
We are down to 2:30 left in this game, Mark.
Yeah, at some point you're gonna kind of take a peek off here to your left and keep an eye on Goodrich at some juncture. You're going to want to get, you know, the extra skater. So
nice job by George Tolman. Fantastic job.
Yep.
Really like the fact that he just gained ahead of speed and sprinted to that red line and dumped the puck. Very well done by George.
And then if you look, you know, he's already back, you know, defensively, not giving anything to anything to these Westwood guys.
Spadorski behind his own net. Gover along the half wall. Gover content to chip it out. Nice play by Harry. Lars with the puck. Westwood on the line change here. Down to under 2 minutes here, Mark. Haven't gotten a whistle in a while. Play just kind of keeps going here. Westwood gains his own in a shot. Bartuk to the save. Oh, no. That kind of came out of nowhere, Mark.
It really, really did. It's not like it was a play that even kind of developed. You know, it's again, you talk about having being at the right place at the right time, and Sullivan was there on that rebound.
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
It really, really did.
It was just a harmless 2-on-2 with a puck that got dumped in.
Yeah.
And Sullivan just did a nice job of going right to the net and picking up that rebound.
Yeah, yeah. So 146, Westwood ties it up. Sullivan on the rebound. And again, you know, Bartuka makes that initial save. And Sullivan just did not quit on it. So, you know, once again, you know, if you're Norwood, you can't be sitting here upset about it. You got to continue to skate and continue to play.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that was a dangerous pass.
Wow.
You're going to go D to D. Boy, you got to make that pass across.
I thought for sure Anthony was going in alone on that one. Oh, that was so close.
Yep. Yeah, boy, if I'm Coach Siebert there for the Wolverines, and I see my D go that lackadaisical from side to side, especially with someone's speed like Ants, boy, he didn't miss that one by much, Sean.
Mark, what was the score of the game last year against Situate? Was it a 3-2 overtime win?
3-2, yes.
I think it was, right?
Win. Yeah, yes, exactly. So if we'll go 4-on-4, and we'll, you know, ask Mike what he thinks of it, we'll say we love these 4-on-4
exactly.
overtime.
Well, I think we're going to, you know, of course we want to see this game end here in regulation.
Exactly.
But if it doesn't, it could be the third year in a row that we go to an overtime in a first-round game.
Well, let's see if, you know, we got the face-off, you know, down here. I'm not quite sure where the call came from that puts it down off here to Goodrich's right. So I think the Mustangs took the timeout. Coach Allen going to take the time to get his first line rested, I'm sure. He's drawn up, working with the boys to get something here off the draw. Get a quick shot on net and see what we can do here with still, you know, plenty of time left, $1:30 left. We were, I had mentioned one of the games that we had called just the other night was the JV game, and it was 2-2 with under a minute left, and the JV was able to, on 4-on-4 with 2 men in the box, were able to wind up winning the game with 9 seconds left. So it seems that the Mustangs might have Westwood's number. We'll see what we can do here.
Michael Walsh in the net?
Walshy was in the net. Once again, stood on his head. You know, The Norwood goalie program is deep here, so
Yep.
well, let's see what the Mustangs can do with a minute 30 left.
Russo on the face-off. Westwood's going to be content to ice the puck. Not sure if they wanted to draw that one up off the timeout, but again, not a bad move, I suppose. Excuse me.
Yeah, I guess. But again,
Would have
now
loved to have seen him rim that puck the other way and go out the weak side.
might make more sense.
But again, maybe he's nerves, everything else. He's probably just trying to chip it to center ice, not chip it the whole way.
Yep.
So probably practice. He's going to try it again. That's what he was hoping
Yeah.
for.
Yep.
Tolman with the puck. He's going to chip it in. That's going to be an ice. I don't think George wanted to do that.
Yeah. It's funny because it's a shame because just less than a minute earlier, George had done the real smart play of just gaining that red line and then getting it in deep.
Yeah.
And it is this game is a matter of inches, and you're 1 inch over the red line, 1 inch behind it. Thing to do is not to get yourself worked up about it, and just to continue to finish this out here.
Make sure you don't look at Coach Allen because he had his arms crossed and he was pacing over there. So
Yeah.
he was not happy.
That's not the look or the sound you need to hear.
Westwood on the forecheck here. We're under a minute. Get the puck down deep. Shot to the goal. Save Bartuka. Tolman in front to clear him out.
Yep. Good job by Brendan right there. Just kind of hold the puck, take the face off. You've got 46 seconds left.
So a fast-moving game has turned into a little bit of a tractor pull here in the last minute and a half.
Yeah. And yet, even though you describe it that way, it's still and here's another timeout to further tractor the pull. But it's this kind of atmosphere. I think that it just makes what I said in the beginning of the broadcast. High school hockey, this time of year is just so exciting, and to see the number of students here, the number of parents that are here, and just two great squads kind of going at it, and neither one obviously wants to go home. And there's seniors on both squads that they don't want this to be their last game.
Somebody's going to get a memory for life.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe if it's Jake, it's 2 memories for life.
There you go. Yeah. Well, it's funny because I think back to that game, and if I remember correctly, he had a problem with his skate or something along those lines before the game even started, and I think his dad had to go get it fixed or something like that.
Yeah.
And so he was delayed getting on. I don't think he even did warm-ups or something like that.
I think you're right.
And because I remember, I just remember seeing his father, basically kind of running because we were on the blue rink, the other rink behind us here, and just his dad running off the bench, grabbing the skate fix, and then running back. And so we decided that, for the rest of the tournament, Jake was going to have some sort of skate problem for the rest of the tournament.
So 46 seconds left. Face-off in the Norwood zone. Russo on the face-off. Nicely wins it back to Leiden. Leiden rims it around to Marchand. He's got some time to get it out. He does. To Russo. He dumps it in nicely. Norwood on the forecheck. 30 seconds left. Leiden circles through. He nicely cycles it back down. Mannequin for Westwood. Comes out. Westwood breaks out. Nice cross-ice pass. 20 seconds left. Nice job by Marchand again coming back. Oh! That's what I call a positional save there by Bartuka.
Yeah,
Just in the right spot. Nice job.
Yeah, that one changed a little direction, kind of started to knuckle
Anthony's
a little bit.
going to chip that out, and it is going to not be an icing, and that's going to end the game here, I believe.
That should do it.
So, Mark, I kind of had the feeling that we weren't going to get out of this one without an overtime.
We were talking to Marissa Cataldo earlier on, and the Norwood girls had a 2 overtime win earlier today. So we're going to start here 4-on-4 for 8 minutes once they give themselves a chance to kind of regroup, and then we'll see what happens in the overtime.
I think I think the opportunities are going to come fast and quick here.
I agree, and I remember thinking back again to last year's when we had Reardon there on defense, who was quick to get into the play, and sometimes from a defenseman standpoint, you got to be a little careful jumping in to make that extra offensive play and not get yourself sucked in too deep. So it's kind of trying to find that happy medium between still remembering to play defense, but trying to make those offensive opportunities.
I was joking with Matthew because he was on the ice at the time, and he was the only one back. I said, you're damn lucky that puck got put in the net because you were facing a 3-on-1 coming back the other way.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes, oh, no, we were all set.
We had it covered the whole way.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure you did.
Well, it's funny because I think back to that play, and I think just beforehand, Scituate had almost picked off a cross-ice pass, and we were able to clear the zone. But I remember just doing kind of one of those, you do a quick right, and the Scituate player had just missed it, and it, led to the direction the other way, and Norwood was able to come up on the winning end. So
it was a lot of fun, and that the next game, the North Attleboro game, was a very exciting, well-played game as well. So, like I said, these tournament games are great. They're fun. So hopefully,
they really are.
Hopefully we get it. We get a win here, and we get to move on because it only gets more fun until you get to play Canton. Then it's not so fun anymore.
Yeah. Well, Canton was taken out earlier this year by Lincoln Sudbury. So their winning streak has been snapped. But you are correct. That's a big program. But before we get to ourselves too far down the road, we got green jerseys and sweaters to deal with first.
So Coach Allen's going to go with 2 forwards, 2 defensemen on the ice. He's got Russo, Marchant, no surprise, Leiden, and Ledger. So that's the foursome he's going with to start this overtime. Nice job by Bartuka as he calmly just gets the puck out of his zone. Russo to Ledger. Ledger coming up hard. He's got Marchant coming in. Shot saved by Goodrich.
So there's that same play, only this time he's on the opposite side of the ice.
This is where it pays, Mark, to have that good, strong goaltender. You mentioned that Goodrich, one of the better players on the Westwood team. So nice save there to start the overtime.
But it is kind of fun to watch this 4-on-4 in terms of, even with these guys here, how much the open ice is and how quickly things can
Ledger coming down the
transition.
middle, tapping for the puck. He wanted that puck from Musso. I like that play by Ledger, going right on the attack here. I like the aggressiveness, not sitting back here, trying to end this game. I like it. Coach showing a lot of confidence, having a sophomore on the ice on a 4-on-4. Oh, Leiden falls down. Oh, and the puck falls off the Westwood player's stick. You don't see that very often. Jack Leiden, one of the best pure skaters on the team for the Mustang.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I thought my son was the only one that ever fell down going backwards in a play like that, but
as a defenseman.
Oh, nerve-wracking when it's your kid.
Yes, exactly.
Westwood trying to wrap it around. Oh, Westwood, a good push here, Mark.
Yeah. We'll see. Exactly again how tight these benches get. But again, watching 16 Mannequin and Horsfall, these are two of their bigger, stronger skaters.
Nice save by Bartuka.
Yep.
Great job.
Kind of that same thing. Goodrich had that his nice first save there. And, Bartuka gets that first one out of the way here in the overtime.
Now, you got to give Brendan a lot of credit this year, Mark. Last year, the team had 3 senior goaltenders. It's always nice to get your goalie who's going to be starting the next season a little bit of action.
Yeah.
3-4 games or come in late in some games or be on. Brendan wasn't even on the roster last year, so to come in and play every game and play as well as he did, really done a great job this year.
Yeah, and he had some big shoes to fill, too.
Yes, he had really big shoes to fill. And he was replacing a 4-year starter goaltender. So, and again, to come in with no experience, just fantastic job. And to play the way he has tonight, very impressive.
Yeah, for someone like Coach Allen, we talk about, at the JV level, but Walshy is just a freshman, and he's certainly got Ethan Barrows, the sophomore. So, you go from 3 seniors to having 3 underclassmen now. So you've got kind of like, maybe kind of a
here we go, Matera with the puck. Goalies. Little 2-on-2 with Gover. Both players kind of tired here. Matera goes to shoot, kind of fans on it. Kind of trickles through. Still kind of loose, but Westwood picks it up. They're coming back. Getting some tired skaters out here, Mark. This is going to start to take its toll here a little bit. Westwood coming back in the zone. Little 1-on-2 developing. Oh, wow. That was a nice shot by Maloof. Wow, that was labeled. Matera dumping the puck in. Westwood's countering quickly. Catalano going for a line change. Not the right time. 3-on-1. Oh, wow.
Fortunate.
Big break for Norwood.
Very fortunate.
Oh, my. Was that a bad time for Michael to take a line change? Leiden coming back the other way. Shot, saved by Goodrich.
Yeah.
I thought the Norwood coaches were going to, their heads were going to pop off, and Michael skated to the bench there.
Yeah. I don't. He certainly didn't quite see that. So I'm sure he's looking back, and fortunately that pass went.
Shot and save.
There you go.
Everything is so amplified, right?
Yep.
The line changes, the dumping the puck in, the getting it across the red line, the not turning the puck over. This is when all the practice and all the coaching. This is when it all comes into play. When all the little details kind of come together in this kind of an atmosphere and this kind of a moment in the game.
Yeah. And again, during the regular season, they don't do this. So as Marissa was saying, the girls, they actually practiced the 4-on-4 the other night and the 3-on-3. I would be interested to know, and I'm sure we'll maybe find out later.
Did.
They must have.
They did. They did last year for sure. I know they did last year for sure.
Yeah. So at least they kind of have a sense of what to expect and how to do it. But
for sure they did.
You're going to wind up with some tired legs here.
Westwood coming in a little 2-on-2. Kind of taking his time, cycling it around. Lars on the puck. Jake on the puck. Jake's trying to get it out. Anthony picks it up. Walled off nicely by Westwood. I think Westwood looks like to be a little bit of the fresher team at this moment, Mark.
They do, yeah.
4:21 left. I wouldn't say that they've had the better of the chances, but they seem to have a little bit more left in the tank at this moment.
Right. There have been, and again, obviously you've skated 3 whole periods, and now you're halfway through another 8 minutes, and certainly you're going to be tired. But this is the time that you really got to find dig into the tank.
Right. And both teams are really shorting the benches now. You're down to using 6 or 8 players, and that's it.
Yep.
Spodorsha with the puck. He takes a look. He saucers it back to Catalano. Unfortunately, didn't get through. Norwood's got a clear on the offside. Westwood's going to regroup. 4 minutes left in this 4-on-4. Nice pass through the center. Little 2-on-2 developing. Shot, save Bartuka. Rebound, save Bartuka.
Smart play by Colin Fay. Got knocked down, the puck bounced out back to him, and kind of did a 180 and then threw it back on the backhand. You never know.
The only thing Brendan's got to be careful of, Mark, are the rebounds here.
Yep.
He's had a little trouble controlling the rebounds tonight. Really gets amplified here, magnified. He really needs to control these rebounds. Marchant and Russo back on the ice for Norwood. Ledger and Leiden, the way we started. Westwood coming in. Oh, nice job by Leiden to break it up. Anthony trying to get the puck out to Jake. He does. He's got Ledger jumping in. Ledger's jumping in the play again. Shoot it, Jake. Save. Nice save. I like that, Mark. He had, Ledger was kind of covered on a back check coming back, so he really didn't have a good clean 2-1-1. And again, like we talked about, any shot on goal here is a good shot. Nice shot there by Jake.
Yep, exactly. And that was strong. That was strong by Jake here. Right in front of us here by the red line. Worked his way, fought his way through the check, and maintained possession to kind of come in and get the shot on Goodrich.
Lars Boothroyd with the shot through. Oh, save! I thought that was going to sneak through.
Yeah, and again, those low ones, I think those work certainly better if you're looking for rebounds.
Westwood coming through the middle. Little drop.
Oh, nice move.
We're going to get a good look here. Nope, nice block. Broken up nicely by Boothroyd.
Yep.
Marchand kind of loses the puck there. Nice play by Jack Leiden. Real strong play. Got some tired legs again here. I think Jake's got to get a dump and no, he's going to go for the breakaway. Nope, yep, nice, broken up nicely by Westwood. Marchand with the puck. Over to Russo. Lars, and a save. Both teams got some really tired skaters on this ice right here.
Ooh, better get across.
Westwood can't get it out. Michael Catalano with the puck. He's going to just send it in. Oh, I thought that went through his legs.
Yeah.
Did you?
I saw it pop up, and I was like, then you see the puck. It almost looks like it's behind him, but from our angle up here.
Wow, we're down to 2:20 here. Harry Gover on the ice. Norwood's gotten a change here. They wanted Gover and Matei on the ice now for Norwood. I don't know if Westwood's changed or not. I see one of the players on the other side of the ice is hunched over.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those that just kind of kind of the same thing right there.
Jeez.
You know, I mean, the goalies are, you know, I mean, it's like one of those sometimes you
Thank
just think
God
of
I'm not a
skaters.
goal. I don't know how you were a goalie's parent your whole life. It's just this is maddening.
No, not at this particular situation. This is when you just really don't want to be. But you know, I mean, so we you talk about the tired skaters, but I mean, you know, these goalies work just as hard, if not harder, during the course of the game. You know, they don't get a chance to sit for, you know, 30 seconds here, a minute there. They have to be on their game the entire time. So
No, I know.
these guys are probably just as tired, if not more so. Kind of that same thing.
I got a
goes
feeling,
through.
Mark, the winning goal is going to come on one of these little shots that get through here. Come out, Brendan. Come out, Brendan. Come out, Brendan. There you go. Great play. Great play by Brendan. A fantastic play.
Yep.
Ballsy. I like it.
Yep.
Nice
And
save.
there he is, and he's, yeah. You know, you had talked earlier, I think it was in the third period when Harry almost had that breakaway and Goodrich kind of stuck in his crease. You know, Bartuka made the decision, and he made it right away, and once he made the decision, he was certainly committed to it.
Mark, I think if he doesn't make the decision, the game's over.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a great play by Brendan.
Yep.
Great play. Again, Westwood, again, down to a minute 20. Putting the pressure on here right in front. Norwood's going to be content to ice it. You know, we've kind of chuckled when some of these dump-ins have been dumped in on Brendan. He's kind of looked a little shaky, but he's, aside from those, he's made some really stellar, nice positional saves here in this overtime.
Yep, yep. Yeah, this is, you know, when you kind of separate the men from the boys here.
This is
in
tough
terms
stuff.
Of, yeah.
This is tough
oh, yeah.
stuff. Russo on the draw. Ledger with the puck. Does a nice job of just lugging it to center ice. Westwood sends it back in. We're down to a minute left in this 4-on-4 8-minute overtime with the score tied 2-2. Westwood circling through. Ledger with the puck. He's had a good overtime here. He's been strong and aggressive in this overtime. Lydon breaking it up. Oh, offside. That's offside.
He didn't call it, but boy.
Nice play there by Maloof to break up Marchant. That was definitely offside. That's the one I'm going to tell you he missed. Westwood coming in. Nice job. Oh, a little 2-on-0. Oh, broken up nicely by Lydon. 35 seconds. Westwood with the pressure here. Oh, broken up again. Marchant with the puck. He and Russo are dead tired.
They
Russo's
have to
going
be,
to the bench. And Anthony's just going to dump the puck in. Westwood's going to come around with it here. 20 seconds left. Catalano keeps it in. Blocked. They got some tired skaters on both these teams. Matera with the puck. 14 seconds. Behind the net.
I'm looking
George
for Catalano
Tolman.
or one of our defensemen.
I think it's going in. I think it's going in from a defenseman.
I agree, and I think it's going to be Catalano.
I do too. I have that feeling.
Yeah, he hasn't been afraid to kind of put that puck on net, and I think you know, we'll see what happens here now because you go on the. I think you go to the 3-on-3.
Wow. So now the big question becomes: do you go 2 forward and a defenseman, or a forward and 2 defensemen, or do you kind of go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? I don't think there is a right or wrong answer. I would tend to go 2 forwards in the D and just try to end this.
I was just about to say the same. I think, you know, I've got a minute here to kind of like try to rest my 4 forwards. You figure you got Ants, Rousseau, you've clearly got Gover, Spidorcia.
You got your goal scorers or your forwards, right?
Exactly. Yep. So Brian Mateer, you know, when for that last shift right there, I thought Mateer looked strong. So I think if you can get these guys to do quick little bursts, do two forwards and a D.
I can tell you, he really, Russo and Marchant logged a lot of ice in that 8-minute overtime. Now it might be the time to get Spidorcia, Gover, and Mateer some minutes here because Gover and Mateer and Spidorcia all look kind of fresh when they're out on that ice.
Exactly. Now on the other hand, you know, like I said, I keep waiting for this for Mannequin 16 to kind of, you know, have one of these bursts here. So that's somebody I would want to keep an eye on. If I'm Canton, I'm going to have Mannequin out there as much as I can. Probably Horsfall 22. So those are 2 guys that I would certainly keep an eye out for. We know that Nolte got the first goal there for Westwood. So
Maloof's had a pretty good game, number 3 as well. You got to watch out for him. He's a pretty good skater as well.
Yep.
I mean, this is, you know, This is tough stuff right here. Excuse me.
Yep. So there's So Horsfall Mannequin 16, 22, and Colin Fahey. So they're putting out again, Mannequin being the D. So it looks like.
Yeah. So we're going Leiden, which is kind of what I thought was going to be Leiden, Russo, and Marchand here.
Yep.
Arguably the 3 best fluid skaters in the team are on the ice right now. So over the net. Somebody's going to get a breakaway here, Mark. It's going to be quick, I think.
Yeah, it's not going to take much. Like I said, a funny hop here, a funny hop there.
Oh, nice pass.
That's a
Comes
good
Leiden.
look.
Coming into the net. He's got a good opportunity. Kind of loses it. Tries to send it to Russo. Can't quite do it. Westwood's going to kind of gain possession here.
Yeah, you can kind of see, they do this in the NHL, and it's amazing how it can kind of change and things open up.
Well, it is about possession here. I mean, for sure. Nice job by Marchand. Turns it over. Russo's going to. Oh.
I don't think that Horsfall kind of knew that, and he just kind of turned at the last minute. The puck was right there.
Here they come in front.
Oh. And Horsfall ends it.
Wow.
We talked about kind of keeping an eye on those guys. And Horsfall's able to, with 50 seconds into the second overtime, is able to end it there on the backhand. He actually got a little fortunate there at center ice. The puck I don't think he knew it was there. And he turned, it was on the back of his stick, and he was able to enter in the zone. All it takes is one quick little move, and he was able to beat Bartuka. That's a shame. Talk about just a great game by both teams.
Well, Mark, it's a tough way to end the game, but you can't say enough about this team. Coming into the season, I think there's a lot of people that probably thought 9, 10, 11 wins, maybe a tournament bid, maybe a low seed would be a good goal to set. Mark, this team was 14-3-3 during the regular season. They were second place in the TVL Large. They far exceeded everyone's expectations this season.
They really did. I mean, and Sean, the senior class that graduated last year, they certainly lost a lot of seniors. Like we talked about the goaltending, some of the very strong defensemen we had last year, all to graduation. And you've still got a fairly young team in that you've got Rousseau, Leiden, both Leiden boys, Tolman, your goaltender is set. So just nothing to hang their heads, about this particular season. The Mustangs, both the boys and the girls, have played outstanding hockey this entire year.
Yeah, and we knew this was going to be a good game. You mentioned before we went on the air, you had said to me, it's really hard to beat a team 3 times, and I couldn't have agreed with you more. And it is really hard when the teams are that evenly matched to win 3 times. It's just hard.
It's hard to do. And both teams had their opportunities. Westwood was able to just to capitalize it, there at the end. It could have easily gone, in either direction. There was no one team dominated the other. You talk about someone making a memory, and Nick Horsfall, made his this evening as he is able to kind of take Westwood on to the next round, because they'll take on Medway next, the number 6 seed. So the 14 seed will be taken on Medway, and the Mustangs, unfortunately, their season comes to an end.
Unfortunately, it does. So that'll be a wrap for us tonight. Final score from the Canton Ice House in the playoff game here this evening will be Westwood 3, Norwood 2 in double overtime.
Yeah, we want to make sure, though, before we do go, we want to make sure we do thank Mike O'Donnell and Brian Dunn here for coming out, setting all of our equipment up, the camera work, and all that. So it was without them, you and I just sit there and talk to each other.
That's right. Well, good night, folks. We'll see you next season.
All right, take care.